Okay, so that is the rank 1 score in Superpi 32M with E8600, 6.59 GHz, 2100 plus, like 2110, 67520, 68 common rate 1, Rampage Extreme, 7 minutes 12.219 seconds. Really tough score. This is one of the hardest benchmarks ever in the history of overclocking. E8600 among with 980X was the most competed CPU ever in the history of computers and overclocking. So really tough. Of course the efficiency isn't the best possible because well, just need time, but this is a Chinese Windows Server 2003 operating system, but just need good water and it should be even better, like sub 7 minutes 10 seconds. But I'm really happy anyways, no matter what. So I will take yeah, very nice result. Okay, so improving even more, so 7 minutes 10.859 seconds, almost sub 710, 6602, still weird, 6602, yeah, 2112 megahertz memory, same timing, super talent sticks. These sticks are awesome, really awesome. Need some more voltage for higher CPU speed, I think. But the VASA still isn't right, so this should have better performance even at these settings. But yeah, almost sub 10 seconds. And look at that. E8500 at 6.42, top score in wPrime 32, 11.469 seconds. So 11.469, 2030 MEMS 67520, blah blah, Rampage Extreme. So even as I got the top score in E8600 32M, this E8500, which I binned myself recently, is also very good. Damn. And now we got a memory error, but it's very on the edge, but we got the top score in wPrime 32. So let's try a bit further now, like Pifast and so on. So yeah. And that is the wPrime 1024M 386.36 at 6.317. Not very good score, but it's still the fastest anyway, so we don't care. So it's good enough for me, so at least I got it. So we can try something else, and we can always improve if we wanted to. Okay, and that is the Superpi 32M top score on the E8500. Not a very good result, so frequency only at 6.226, because I'm running out of LM2. I have to play it safe, like 2100 MEMS 67521 72 common rate 1. Dominator GT 2000 Cas 7 MEMS and Rampage Extreme. Chinese Server 2003 Service Pack 0. So this is the original release. So no service packs have been installed or anything like that. And running the test at around like minus 155. So very good result, and I will try to push this more if I can. So just I'm running out of LN2 here, so I cannot really push it too far now. But there's definitely some headroom left. I almost passed at 665 FSP, so 63 gigahertz. So yeah, but anyways, very nice result. Okay, and that is the 1M record, but barely. So 7.047 at 6393 2020 at around like minus 170. Really hard score, really on the edge, and it has to be very accurate on the PLL voltage to get this high or this cold temperature, and it required a lot of voltage tweaking and so on. But yeah, so previous top was by Sam.OCX or Tapaka at 7.062, so this is like 15 milliseconds faster. So yeah, I'm very happy. So take it over there. So yeah, so let's see if we can get anything more. Yeah, this barely happens. So I got the Pifast. So I got the Pifast top score with very last leader of LN2. So 14.52. Previous one 14.55 by Sam.OCX Tapaka, but submitted by 12 on HWPod because that guy, well, Sam often shares screenshots and lets other guys post his results, but it's in truth run by Sam, and the frequency was 672 FSP times 9.5, so like 6385, something like that, and at around like minus 170. So really tough, but I'm happy. So only need the CPU Z validation now and just improve my 32M and so on. Now this will pretty much crash, but we got the score. So very good, very happy. I'm completely out of LN2 now, so I used like the one last deciliter of LN2 during this run, so it was absolutely epic. It was absolutely epic. But yeah, damn happy. Service Pack 4. Version 2014, so that means Service Pack 4. Unofficial Service Pack 4 update pack. But damn good operating system. Okay, so the Wolfdale overclocking went really well in the entire benching session that I've been having for the last nearly 1 week or so. So I got the Superpi 32M record on the E8600 at 6.6 GHz, which is also the fastest Superpi 32M run ever on the whole 775 platform. So really awesome result. And I also improved the Pifast score a little bit to like 13.92. So it's like 6 milliseconds away from Sam.OCX, but let's see if we can get any better. But to be honest, that CPU is completely maxed out. I definitely need a better CPU. The 6.6 32M run was really awesome, but I'm sure there are better chips out in the existence right now at the moment, because we already saw 6.7 Pifast and so on. So I definitely need a better E8600. Then I tested this E8500, which I binned myself from a relatively large lot. Not anything like not any important batch or a batch of note, but it did quite alright on air cooling, and I just wanted to try quickly on LN2. The first session I had some weird issues with like contact at the CPU socket area. I don't know, but when I remounted everything, it was working really well. And I was benching the CPU even as cold as -175. But this particular CPU is so delicate on the PLL voltage. The coldest temperature it can cold boot was -122, and the PLL had to be 1.28 volts to cold boot that temperature. But then the best temperature the best value for best possible temperatures was 1.4 on the PLL, and that allowed me to run -175 or close to that temperature. And with this CPU I was able to beat every top score apart from the CPU Z validation, because I'm not big fan of CPU Z validations, but I can try that later. So this was just one funny attempt with last liters of LN2 to see what this particular chip could do, because I never really tried any E8500 of note on LN2. So really awesome. Almost the first E8500 I ever tried on LN2, and boom, we are doing top scores. So top score in 32M, although that was quite bad result. I nearly passed the test at 665 FSP, and that would have been a much better score overall, but of course we can try that thing later again. wPrime 32 was quite alright. 1024M was only one attempt and it wasn't good efficiency wise, but I have to try that one later. Superpi 1M was really tough. Well, Tabaka or Sam is very good in 1M, Pifast and 32M, so it's obviously not easy to beat him on that test, and the previous two best scores on 1M were actually run by him. So because Sam.OCX tends, or well, he still runs scores which other guys submit on HWBot, so it's not quite funny. So that's not really fair fair considering the rules, but both the previous top and the second fastest score were run by him, and I managed to beat him by 15 milliseconds at -170 temperature and close to 6.4 gigahertz on the CPU. Really awesome result. And then I got the Pifast score with the last small bits of LN2. It was like the last drops were dropping to the pot at around like -168, and I managed to pass Pifast with good memories at around like 6.385, and I beat Sam's previous top score by is it 30 milliseconds or something like that? So 14.52 and previous top score 14.55. I got shared rank 1 score a couple of times, so 14.55, and this was the only time I got better score than that, so 14.52. And this server 2003 I tuned myself just briefly before running this session. So this is mostly based on the same operating system that Sam or Tapaka uses, but I did my own changes to the operating system, and the Pifast wPrimes, they were done on my completely self-made Windows XP Service Pack 4. Notice the weird desktop theme, but yes, that is version 2014, which I already showed you briefly. So it's just a large pack of unofficial updates, but that operating system is really good for general benching, and the passive memory use on desktop is only at around like 32 megabytes with Explorer.exe still running. So it's really awesome size wise. And now I can definitely confirm the best CPU liquid nitrogen container for like old, really delicate cold packing CPUs is the legendary one and only Kimping Cooling F1 Dark, which I got from Kimping Cooling Supplies Europe from Gavin. Huge thanks for giving or selling me this container for a good price. So definitely get this container if you do any benching on old hardware, and just always use T-Rex where you can, but on hardware, on but on platforms where it doesn't fit, like on the Rampage Extreme, use the F1 Dark. It's really awesome for old CPUs like this. I used both Dominator GTX2 / 2000 Cash 7s and the Super Talent sticks. So they are actually, the Super Talent sticks are 2888, not 777. So small mistake by me there, but doesn't really matter. Rampage Extreme Team Finland edition, designed for overclocking and overclocked by me. So really awesome results. Definitely happy. This was the Wolfdale part, was the only thing that went really well in my LN2 session, and of course I got the rank 1 score in Geekbench 3 multi-score with the 10980XE at 5.9, and wPrime is there as well, very close to it, but I had some efficiency issues, and then I have to work on it on GPU Pi and so on, but I have to revisit that later. So overall quite happy, and I'm also happy if you like to see these scores. I can make a separate video later about preparing a nice XP or Server 2003 for benchmarking purposes to get the best possible performance out of your operating system, and I will definitely do it if you want, if you ask for it in the comments down below. But yeah, so definitely like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. And other than that, thanks for watching once again, and I will see you next time.